Your afternoon trivia recap for the 15th of July, Wednesday afternoon trivia today. Round one was chain restaurants. We had Whataburger, we had White Castle, we had Pizza Inn in this one. John had a perfect game going. Pizza Inn was his stumper. John, come on, you don't know Pizza Inn? You gotta watch The Pretender, 1987. It's free on YouTube. You'll never forget Pizza Inn after seeing The Pretender, Rich Cristiano film. John with a sweep to kick off afternoon trivia today. Hell of a job. Round two was Shakespeare quotes. Haven't done that one in a while. And it was Andy getting the perfect game. 5-0. Perfecto. Summer Films was game three. It was around this time that Andy says, "Is this afternoon trivia?" To which John responds, "Yes, Andy. He made an announcement video about an hour ago." More on that later. Summer film titles. It's Andy 8010 winning in 5-1. 1979 song titles trivia was a nice contest, but it was Andy 8010 winning 5-3 to 2. 5-3 to 2 for his third in a row. British Open winners was game five, and it was Andy 8010 winning the most competitive round of the day, 5-4 to 1-1. Next one was Celebrity Pseudonyms Trivia. This is the first time we've ever done this. It was a first-time genre on afternoon trivia. We had Meg Ryan in this one. We had Rock Hudson, among others. And it was Andy 8010 with a sweep, 5-0. Game 7 was Candy Brands. Another one I've talked about in the announcement video. Candies. Andy 8010 closing it out with Kit Kat. 5-1. And then our final game for the big cash prizes, Nursery Rhymes Trivia. Rapid fire trivia on this one. For his 7th in a row, it was Andy 8010 winning with a perfect game. 2 perfectos today. Great job. Participants today, or president accounted for today. We had Andy 8010 with 7 victories. We had DNR Manny was in. DNR very close to a victory on British Open, but he made a couple of spelling errors at the end. It is tough to close sometimes, guys, when you're right on the brink of a win in afternoon trivia. He was unable to close on that one. Disappointing, but a very good performance today by DNR in afternoon trivia. John was in. He got the leadoff victory. Jazzmatics, JG53 AOL, Shockinator, Swiftology on shower duties. Mikey, Gin English, Bears with a couple of points and a technical. Free Jackballs with some points. Free was in control of 1979 Billboard. Not Billboard. 1979 song titles trivia. He was in control. He was up 3-1. He was up 2-0. He was up 3-1, cruising right along. Then he got preoccupied and lost focus. Started talking about what other contestants were doing, what the host was doing, and then whammo, he loses. Couldn't stay focused. Couldn't win. Picked up 2 technicals, a shower visit, and that was it. So he had a shower visit, and then we had Bolts was in, got a couple of points, got like 1 point at least. So, and then FJRS, and finally Coach. All right, so it was a nice amount of participants today in afternoon trivia. Andy with a 7-game winning streak. Now, as we've seen time and time again, not watching the Frank Addington channel can be to your detriment. And people, I know some of y'all are saying, well, how so? I mean, he won 7 games in a row. He happened to be there playing with fire. Had he watched the Frank Addington channel and known that there was afternoon trivia at the allotted time, he could have, I'm not going to say would have, because that's an insult to John, who won the first game, but he would have been in position to winning that first game, winning all 8, and then extending his afternoon trivia streak to 9. So right now he's got a 7-game winning streak. Could have been 9. But he didn't watch the Frank Addington channel. This happened to him once before. I think he had a streak of like 16 in a row. It was a pretty sizable streak. Does the same thing. Didn't show up at all. And then later that night, we were talking about afternoon trivia, and he says, "Oh, I didn't know there was afternoon trivia." What's going to happen if he's got a 40-game winning streak and doesn't watch the Frank Addington channel? Bye-bye streak. Bye-bye possibly breaking the record. Still, a great job by Andy today. 7 straight victories. 2 perfect games, so a hell of a performance. Great win by John as well. We're going to see if this little saga continues tomorrow. So this saga could continue tomorrow. We'll have to check that out tomorrow. There's one way to find out. Only one way to find out. I'm sure I will talk about it if we have more drama tomorrow. See you guys then. Thanks for coming in for Wednesday afternoon trivia. It's kind of like our original evening for afternoon trivia Wednesdays. It's good to have another one today. At a reasonable time, right guys? In an actual afternoon. I'll give Andy his big cash prizes choices tonight. Later guys.